Hi, I'm Nancy Erickson, the book professor. Let's talk about deadlines. In my line of work, deadlines are really important. We're in the writing and publishing industry, and I bet you have deadlines too in your work. We all have a point in time when something needs to be completed and that we're responsible for completing it by that time. But I want to give you a little history of the word deadline. So in the 1860s, during the Civil War, a deadline was this line around the prison. And that they had prisoners of war, etc., during the Civil War. So prisoners would be shot if they crossed that deadline. And so it was a very severe punishment for crossing a certain line. You're not going to get shot by crossing a deadline, which in this sense would be not making your deadline, not meeting your obligation. But deadlines are important. They're really important. And a lot of us are motivated by them. Some people, I'm not like this. I kind of like to do work all along the way. But some people like to wait right up to that, right before that deadline, and then they just push out a bunch of work. Maybe they like the stress and the frenetic nature of that. But deadlines are real. And certainly in our industry, we have deadlines for publishing. We have deadlines for writing your book and getting certain sections of them finished. No, you're not going to get shot. You're not going to get in trouble if you don't meet it. But if you constantly are pushing that line further and further out, you're just not going to get finished. So when we work with our authors, we have really, really, really reasonable deadlines. In fact, our program is to write your nonfiction book is chunked in a way that really busy professionals can get it done by these little weekly deadlines. And that allows us to build your book just kind of brick by brick by brick. It's an iterative process. Do this week, do a little bit more next week, a little bit more, and at the end of it, you have your finished book manuscript that we can edit, polish up, and publish and release it to the world.